I hope everyone's having a great Saturday. It's a beautiful day where I'm at. Sun is shining. It's a little warmer. As you can see, I am going to be making a cake. Well, the cake's already done, but I'm going to be decorating this cake. I started doing cakes about 14 years ago when my daughter got married. She asked me to do her wedding cake, and I'm like, yeah, right. But I did do it, and I was surprised it came out pretty good. Now, I have no training. Making cakes is not my thing. But I started just making kind of novelty cakes, I guess that's what you would call them. I would make my grandkids their birthday cakes. I would make friends cakes, for get-togethers, birthday cakes. I don't have the tools, I guess you would say, the equipment to make cakes. I don't even have really a cake stand. Uh, I just wing it. But I don't know, I just started to do some really different kinds of cakes. I made a cake. It was actually a toilet for somebody. Yeah, I made a litter box cake out of it was a cake inside a real litter box. It was brand new litter box. It was called a litter box cake, and it had like Tootsie Rolls in there, and it had graham graham crackers in there to make it look like litter. Um, I made a cake that looked like a toilet paper roll, and then it had cupcakes that had the poop emoji. But anyways, I've made some Easter cakes and, just all sorts of different cakes. Harley Davidson cake. I don't know. I just started to like making some strange cakes. So, anyways, I am going to make this cake and take it to my sister's for Easter dinner tomorrow. So I thought I would go ahead and try to film it. And again, like I said, I don't have equipment to really do professional cakes, so I wing it, and that's what I'm going to do. And I went ahead and made this cake. I pre-made it. I just went by the box. I used a box cake, and this is a strawberry cake, and it's just a double layer. I used an 8x8 cake pan, and I'm just using the cream cheese frosting, and I did a crumb layer. And what that basically is, so the crumbs don't fall off, right? And you put it in the refrigerator and let it set up a little bit, and then we're going to put another layer on it of icing. But I didn't want to bore anybody with making the cake itself, because I just used a box cake. No homemade cake. This is basically, this video is about how I am going to decorate this cake, basically. So I'm going to go ahead and put the frosting on. And this cake is going to be a sugar rush cake. Okay, there's going to be a lot of candy and sugar on this one. And since it's going to have a lot of candy on it, you don't have to worry about trying to make the icing perfect, or try to get lines out or anything like that. It's not going to matter, because you're not going to see the icing at all. So, if I was doing this and the icing was showing, I would try to really try to get lines out and make it nice and neat, but you're not going to see any of the icing. So, and I'm not going to put a lot of icing on, because like I said, this is going to be a sugar rush cake anyways. So basically just to cover it up. As a matter of fact, I am going to put it on pause. This video might be a little long because I'm also going to make homemade marshmallow fondant. So I am going to put it on pause while I go ahead and do the rest of the frosting, because who needs to see that, right? Okay, we have the icing on. And as you can see, it's not perfect. We don't need it to be perfect. It's going to be all covered up. And what I have is your bite-sized white Kit Kats. And you don't have to break them apart. We can leave them into, or you can break them apart. And we are just going to start putting these around. You can see, just like this. And I have made mini cakes with these around like this. I have made with the chocolate, the white, the black, just black chocolate, white chocolate, regular chocolate. I have made a SpongeBob, look like SpongeBob was swimming in a pool with all the characters. I made the characters out of fondant. I have made one of these with, let's see, trying to remember, little pigs swimming, looks like they're in mud. So I have made one of these with just, it looks like it's full of M&Ms and then it has a M&M wrapper and then a big like straw thing, and it looks like M&Ms are falling in. It's a pretty easy cake to make. Or you can make a lot of different things out of this. That's what I should have said. Oops, I dropped. Sometimes you might have to squeeze it in there to make it fit. This one I might have to break off some of the white chocolate. I have more Kit Kats than I thought I needed. Okay. So we have that. So you can kind of see which side you want to be from. I guess it doesn't really matter. And then I picked up some ribbon at Dollar Tree, and this is going to go around. And what I didn't notice, because I seen the purple, and I thought, oh, I like that purple, but it's sheer. When I seen it, you know, it looked better. But this is going to go around, and then you're going to, it's going to hold those Kit Kats in place. I mean, the icing is holding it pretty good, but then you're going to make a bow tie, listen to me. You're going to tie it in a bow, And I'm not really good at tying bows, but I'm just wondering, since this is sheer, how well that's going to show up. So I'm wondering if I should maybe double it. I think I'm going to. I don't know how this is going to look. I didn't realize it was sheer, so. See how much I'll need. Well, it says right on it it's sheer, so maybe I should have read. I was in a hurry. That's my excuse. My story, sticking to it. It says right on there it's sheer. It was the only purple they had. They really didn't, they didn't have much in ribbon, so. I'm going to put this on pause while I work on this. Okay. It's one good thing about not going live. You can pause it a lot when you're doing pre-recording videos. So, I'm just going to wrap that around here. And try you don't have to make a bow. You can just should have made this longer. You can just tie it. You can do whatever you want. I will probably fix this a little bit later, but anyways, I'll move it up and stuff later, but anyways, it just kind of holds it in place. But we're going to move on and get the candy in there. So, my other issue was I'm a procrastinator. I'm trying to get this in there. And I was looking for, when I went to the store, I was looking for Easter M&Ms. They were out. Imagine that. So, of course, I went to Dollar Tree and I found these. I guess they're M&Ms. They only had two. They had two of them. So, I don't know if I'm going to have enough. I did get these as well. They are Junior Mints. They're kind of, I don't know what they're going to look like. They're kind of big. And I also found these. It's going to go on top. So, I don't know. It's not what I was planning, but we'll kind of see. I just wanted M&Ms. But we have to fill this up. Oops. So we're just going to have to mix it and fill in the spots. I mean, this is all they had, so I guess you got to work with what you can work with, right? And when I do my, when I do my M&M ones, I mean, it is absolutely filled with M&Ms. And I am chipping my nail polish like crazy. trying to open this stuff up. So this thing is just, we're just gonna go with filling it up with all sorts of different candies everywhere, I guess. Well, they make these things child-proof. I guess M&Ms are just going to be fill-ins. This is absolutely not how I wanted this cake, but I'll get these big things in first. Too much green over here. Should have probably put these in first. I thought maybe with the other stuff I wouldn't have had to use these, but that's all right. I have plenty of these. I just want to cover up all of the icing. It's hard for me to see what I'm doing. Now I have these other things. I don't know what they are. Put them in there too. Definitely should have put these in first. Like I said, this isn't what I was going to do, but I'll kind of look at this and see where I need to, see where I need to fill in at. And we are going to, I'm going to put this on pause again and get my stuff ready, because we are going to make some marshmallow fondant to finish this off. So I'm going to put it on pause. Okay, now we're going to get ready to make some homemade marshmallow fondant. And it does not matter. There is no really measurement at all. I just put some marshmallows in a bowl. You can use big marshmallows, small marshmallows, it doesn't matter. And I'm just going to put just about a teaspoon of water in here and pop it in the microwave for about 30 seconds and just kind of keep an eye on it. And you just want to melt this. So I'm going to put it on pause again and go ahead and put this in the microwave, put a little bit of water in it. Be right back. And you want it to be about like this. Even if you see a little bit of chunks in there, that's fine. Like I said, there is no, really no recipe on, or measurement, I'm sorry. You just, however much you think you need, because I'm going to be making a bunny butt and maybe some little roses, so I didn't need that much. Now myself, I don't like fondant at all. I'm going to go ahead and get started though. This takes a lot of powdered sugar, and I hate making fondant. Don't like it, don't like the taste, but it's a sugar rush. Kids can eat this, and I'm going to go ahead and get started though. I'm using this cookie sheet. Those are my doggies. I'm going to just keep going. You are going to get messy. This is where my kids would say that Mom's mouth is like a sailor. But just start adding the powdered sugar into the bowl, and this is gonna, like I said, it's pure sugar. Got a fly messing with me. And it does take a lot of sugar. You can go buy fondant, of course, anywhere you want, but I always just make my own. It's a lot cheaper, and I normally, I don't eat it. Now, my grandkids would eat this stuff. Like I said, it's a sugar rush. It is. Let's move this out of the way for a minute. And it takes a lot of stirring it and adding powdered sugar, and then you're going to have to put it in your hands and knead it. And we're going to color some of it too. I'm not doing it now. If you wanted to, if you were, I need a lot of white. So if I was just going to do one color, I could put the color in now, but most of it's going to be white. And I'm doing it in this bowl because it's hard to wash too. Just warning you, it is. It's very hard to wash. Very sticky, very gross. don't know if I said it already or not, because I do lose my train of thought or not. That didn't even make sense. Oh, I was supposed to do this a lot earlier today, but didn't get to it. Starting to get there, but you really have to work it. Okay. Like I said, you will make a mess. Yeah, when I do cakes, my kids say, I think I might have said this, that's when my sailor mouth comes out, especially with fondant. Or when I try to make little figurines or whatever I'm trying to make. So I'm going to put this on pause again while I do this, because I really got to get in there, and then I'll be right back. Okay. I didn't really do much since I put it on pause, but it's really, really sticky. So that's not ready yet. So this is when you keep kneading it, just like dough, and you keep adding that powdered sugar. And you just really have to get it in there, because you don't want it to be sticky like that. It's still not ready. See how it's still sticking to the parchment paper? Yes, I'm making a mess. I normally do this with 2 hands. And I normally don't film when I make it. And the thing with fondant too is, as soon as I am done with this, you want to wrap it up in plastic wrap to keep it soft, because it will harden. So once it's on the cake, or whatever, it's going to get hard, and it'll be like hard candy for the kids. I don't like the taste of it. My grandkids do, a lot of kids do. I don't like the taste of fondant at all. So whenever I make it, I'm just going to get both hands in there. It's still sticky, but it's almost there. It's about how you want it. Close part like that, not too sticky. Just going to knead it a little bit more. And there you go. There is your homemade marshmallow fondant. And some people put vanilla in it. You can do that. I'm just making a little bunny and maybe a few flowers to put on this. And the bunny probably won't even get ate, or the flowers. So, more like decoration. It can be, but a lot of times, when I make these, if there's no kids around, when I use fondant, if there's no kids around, the fondant gets thrown away. So, it just gets picked right off the cake and thrown away. So it's kind of a waste for me to do this, right? Decoration only. Alright, so there you are. There's your homemade fondant. It's still a little... There is a fly that is bugging the crap out of me. I guess that means spring is on us, right? Alrighty. So what I'm going to do is... Most of this would be for the bunny. So I'm going to separate that for the bunny. I don't even think I'll need that much. But then I'm going to do some yellow, some blue, red, maybe a different color. Okay, so now I am going to, oops. I'm going to go ahead because it does, take this big enough. It will get hard quick, or it will harden up pretty quick, and it'll be hard to work with it. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up in plastic wrap, especially these small pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my food coloring and make some colors here. Get some of this stuff out of the way. Okay. Damn flies. Sorry, did I cuss there? Alright, now each time that I do this, I will have to get up and wash my hands or the colors are going to go everywhere. But just using food coloring, and this one, you're going to get messy. See, it's already starting to get a little hard here, or not hard, but it's stiffening up. So using red, it's going to be pink, but just work it in there. Oh no, this was yellow. I put the wrong, and it's going to get sticky. I put the wrong top back on that. And if it gets sticky, you can just use some of the powdered sugar. So this is yellow. I put the red lid on it. Oops, my bad. Okay, so we got a yellow. Good enough for me. We're gonna wrap that up. Wash my hand. Okay, I'll just do the next one. I actually wanted this to be pink, not red. Normally it would turn out pink. Maybe it will. Wrap that. Okay, the last one. Got a little blue on it. Let's see if it'll make orange. Kind of a peach. That's just fine. All right, so we have our fondant ready. Okay, so we have our cake there. Now I'm going to attempt to try to make a bunny with our white fondant. It's been a while since I have done a bunny. What it's going to be is just a bunny. It's going to look like, hopefully, a bunny diving in. So you're just going to see a butt. So, I mean, it's not that hard. But I think the last time I did one of these bunny ones was when the grandkids still lived here. So it's been 5 years, I think. So we're going to see. We're going to see. We don't want to make it too big. And I think I should have kneaded this longer, and my hands are stained. They are stained from the food coloring. So we just kind of want to shape it. I know it's off camera, but I am just... It's kind of hard to get the creases out, and you know, the lines. That's okay. Just kind of trying to figure out how I did it before, and I don't remember exactly. I don't want it too big. So I know I'm kind of playing off camera here, but just kind of... Just kind of shaping it in there. The idea is to make it look like a bunny is diving into the candy. So his head is not going to be visible. I'm not worried about the line. I'm not going to get it perfect, so... Okay, that's going to be about the best I'm going to get it. Alrighty. Now for the feet. I'm just trying to go off of memory too, because I just don't remember. And I'm kind of doing like 2 little balls here. And don't want his feet to be too big. Okay. See if I can remember how I did this before. Just kind of playing here. Can't even tell if that's the same size. It's kind of hard to see. We want them to be the same size. Okay. I'm going to take this knife and I'm going to try to make like little toes. Kind of like that. And then flatten it out a little more. Just don't want them to be like Bigfoot here. And I took that, the fondant was too red for me. So what I did was I just mixed some more white with the whatever, the red, and got it a little more pink. And what I'm going to do is I am going to, I really don't like those feet, but it is what it is. I'm going to flatten them out a little more. And I'm going to put some pink right here and then little dots there. I'm going to have to do this off camera. It's just, it's so hard to do, so put that on pause again. Okay, sorry about that. I know I got to put it on pause a lot or whatever. But like I said, I don't have any tools here to do this, so, and I cannot remember for the life of me how I did the feet or how I did the body, but we're just going to go with this. We're going to go with it. I just took some of the pink and put it on there, put the little pink right there. We're just going to go with it. And then I'm going to make a little ball for his tail out of the white. Let's see. And the thing with fondant, if you, water acts like glue. Put a little bit of water right there. Oops. Looks like I got some red on there from my hands. I do. I'm going to get another piece from the food coloring. And that's going to be it for that bunny. His feet look a little ridiculous. His body looks a little ridiculous, but we're going to go with it. So that is our little bunny diving in. And now we're going to try to make some flowers. And I am going to have to wash my hands again. Okay. I know I'm doing a lot of pausing. I do apologize. And at this time of day, the light that is coming through this window is really messing with me. But anyways, and my hands are stained, and it is what it is. So what I'm going to try to attempt is to make a rose. And I'm only going to do one of these, and then I will put it on pause and do the rest, so that, because this video is going, it's going on forever, and it is way past dinner here. So so I'll do one, and then I'll do the rest of them, because I still want to do the grass, and then I'll be done. So anyways, and when you make homemade fondant, it is harder to work with. I'll just say that it is. So I'm going to make a blue one, and we're just going to take a pinch of the white and a pinch of the blue. And my hands are a mess with food coloring, but we're just gonna put them together and then roll them up into a ball. And these are going to be small little roses, and this is what makes it really hard. And then you're going to make it into like a sausage and then pinch it. Yeah, this is sticky. I should sticky. And if this doesn't work, then I'll let it set out a little bit and try it again. And then I'm going to roll it up. and they'll start the center, and then there's a bunch of extra down here, and you just squeeze it, and it is very sticky. Ugh. And that'll be another petal, and you can stop at that, or you can just keep going. Do another one. You just overlap it. Be another petal, like that. You can do it again. Make another petal. It's not working out as good because it is really sticky. But I mean, that's kind of the concept. I'm going to let this sit out for just a second, and it's not going to be as sticky. And I'll show you again. We're just going to use the same one that I have. If you let it sit with not being in this, losing my train of thought, without being in the saran wrap, it will stiffen up a little bit, because right now it is so sticky. It is not doing what I want it to do. So we're just going to put it on pause for a minute. I am going to go try to get some of this off my hands, and I am a mess. So I'll be right back. Okay, let me try this again. So I'm going to do it in a ball. And then like that. And flatten out. You're going to roll it up. And it makes that little thing there. It's still really, really sticky, but you just overlap the petals there. But that's kind of the concept. And then you can just keep going. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on pause while I do these. And you can flatten it out again to make another petal. And then once you let it set a little bit, you can move the petals out to make your rose. So again, I haven't done these for a while either, so we'll go ahead and I will put it on pause and go ahead and make these, because this video has went on forever and I'm just going to order a pizza. So I don't know if maybe I could try it with the white, since the white is thicker. Maybe just try to make it a white one. Let's see what happens. Flatten it. The white's even kind of sticky. Yeah, it's really sticky too. My hands are sticky, everything. That's another thing about the homemade fondant. When you wash your hands, you have to make sure your hands are completely dry, or it makes these, it makes them sticky again. So I am going to have to put this on pause to do these. My battery probably is almost dead because I've been at it for a while. But I will show you the flowers after they're done. I mean, this one's like, it's not horrible, but it's not exactly rose material. But they are pretty sticky, so I do need to let them sit for a little bit. But what I'll do is I will do some of those. I'll put it on pause, and then I'm going to do the last thing. I'm going to put grass around it, and then we will be done. Okay, so I made just a few of the roses. I'm sorry, I am getting tired, and it is way past dinner time. So I went ahead and colored some green icing, and I just put this, I'm going to attempt to make some grass around here. So I just put it in, I didn't use my pipe bag. I just put it in a Ziploc bag. And what I'm going to do is I found the corner here, and sometimes this works and sometimes it doesn't. And sometimes I have these bags explode on me. And hopefully that does not happen. But I am just going to take a toothpick, and I am going to, this is so hard. Oh, these bags are, I mean, these are good bags, but trying to find exactly the hole here. I'm going to get it right here, and then I'm going to make a couple of other holes like right next to them so that I'm going to attempt to get the effect. I'm doing this off camera. This just makes it so hard. I do have to find a different way to angle my camera, but I'm going to attempt to poke some holes in here that are pretty close to each other. We'll see what happens. Yes, I am getting... Okay, epic fail. I mean, these are good bags, but this one is already coming out the side. So, I'm going to have to put it in another bag. 1 second. Okay, we're going to try this again. I've had a lot of epic fails. I'll put this in another bag. So I'm just going to go around. Just try to make it look like grass. Doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm going to mess up there. But what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to put it on pause again. I do apologize. My battery is almost dead from putting it on pause a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, and I will come back. Okay, I am so glad I put that on pause because my bag exploded again. But anyways, there you have the little roses. They didn't come out the greatest, and a little bit of grass. Long video. I'm sorry. I did not expect it to go that long. A lot of pauses, a lot of oops. But there is my Easter cake. Might not have came out like I wanted it to, but there you go. It's been a while, and it'll work. Little bunny digging into a bunch of candy. I do apologize. I'm still not good at this. On editing or whatever, doing a lot of pausing and taking forever. This video actually took a lot longer with putting it on pause, you wouldn't believe, but you know, doing that fondant and everything else, and I've made a mess of my kitchen. But I am waiting on my pizza to get here, and I'm going to take this over to my sister's, and yeah, it's like I said, it's a sugar rush. I am posting on my community tab a couple of other Easter cakes that I've made in the past. I think I made 2 other ones that I had pictures of. So I'll post those on the community tabs. But anyways, thank you for those that watched. And again, sorry about all the technical difficulties. And everybody, I hope you have a happy Easter. And hope you enjoy time with the family.